Welcome back to The Price of Business. Bill Knapik sitting in for Kevin Price. And we want to tell you portions of this show are sponsored by Cornerstone Business Coaching. And now we want to talk to the great Natasha Livingston. She is with, just like I am, I didn't mention it before, I'm with Stuart Title in addition to hosting this radio show and others, but we now have Natasha Livingston with Stuart Title, the Memorial City Center office. Natasha, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you, Bill. Thank you so much for having me again. How are you?
I'm good, and I know the listeners always love to hear your segments because you bring such interest to the title business where people go to the closing, they get the keys, they get commission checks, the sellers get their check, but that's all that they think about it. But there's so much more to it than that. Tell people about Stuart Title.
Absolutely, Bill. They do all those things, and of course those are the most important things in part of the closing process. But one thing that Stuart brings to the table, which allows them to do all that, is peace of mind. We do that with giving them clear title, making sure that their transaction from beginning to end is facilitated very smoothly. We have top-of-the-line escrow officers. They help that process along. They have awesome processors, and this is what allows the buyers, the sellers, the realtors to come together and have a smooth transaction with us at Stuart Title.
Yeah, I was thinking about it over the weekend, Natasha, and as I looked at my very own keys to my home, I thought, well, where did I get these? I got them at a title company many years ago. So it's kind of like there's so many things. Peace of mind comes from the closing at the title. Closing. Absolutely. And also your keys, your commission checks, all that. But there are so many distinctions. There's a lot of title companies around town, but Stuart Title, we're honored to serve there, but there's so many distinctions we have. Tell people about a few of those distinctions and also what's so special about the Memorial City Center location, other than the fact that you and I are there.
Of course, Bill. Well, the one thing that sets Stuart Title apart from most of the other title companies is we're homegrown, and a lot of folks recognize our name, even folks that have not been party to a real estate transaction yet, and there's good reason for that. We were founded in Galveston, and the Stuart family legacy still lives on in the name of Stuart Title. And with that, Bill, a lot goes behind the scenes there that most people don't realize. We provide top-of-the-line service. We're very on top of taking care of our customer, protecting their identity, their credentials, and we do this in such a way that they don't even realize that they are so well protected. And not only that, we take very good care and we have lots of integrity when it comes to pulling title. Therefore, it's been pulled many times before by Stuart Title, and a lot of folks don't even realize it. So those are things that we bring to the table. Our memorial office offers something even a little bit better than that. We have two of the best escrow officers, Nancy Baker-Jones, and we have Vilma Martinez. They have together been closing properties for almost 50 years. And I will say that one more time, 50 years.
50 years?
Yes, that, my friends, is what I call experience. And who else better to handle or facilitate the closing of your first-time home buyers or even a seasoned home buyer? I would definitely want someone that has the experience and the knowledge and the wherewithal in the industry for 50-plus years. That can help myself along as well as the customers. And that's what we try to offer there. And on top of that, you get Bill Knapik and you get Natasha Livingston.
That's right. And we are there to help people. In fact, I had a call from a friend of mine that has two of his transactions at our memorial office. Well, on a Sunday night, we're talking about it, and we just talked about some of the things. He had questions. I said, sure, we can talk about that. And I think his mind was eased, and he didn't really think about all the intricacies. And, we're there to help out. And I know, actually, absolutely, Natasha, you are out in the field right now working, and we are, and especially yourself, you are a service to realtors. There may be realtors driving around right now that are listening, and everything's in the city center, so we know that they're within reach of our office. But we are, like you said, Houston's hometown title company. But you are right there in the center of the action every day. It's not like we're sitting at the office. We're out there serving realtors, right?
Absolutely, Bill. And that's what I love about my job. That's what I love about Stuart Title, allowing us the opportunity to help our agents build their business and build it to a place where they can bring it to Stuart Title and feel comfortable and walk away knowing that everything will be okay for their clients. And I'm out in the field. I visit my agents. I drop things off. I pick things up, and I help assist them in many, many other ways. And that's my job. I would love to hear from anyone that has any questions.
Oh, you cut out there. Natasha, you there?
Just directly at 713-468-8900.
Say that again, please.
713-468-8900. And we are at Stuart Title Memorial in the center of the fine city of Houston, City Center.
The fourth largest city in the United States. That's right, the city center. Boy, what a great area that is. And some of the things that we do, people may not think about. Again, realtors that are listening out there, we offer classes periodically. Yes. Instructional classes to help you stay on top of things. Not only that, you can hear our radio show that we have that is a huge resource to realtors and anyone in Houston, far and wide, and that comes on every Saturday at 1 o'clock, Real Estate Matters with Stuart Title. They can hear me, they can hear you, and they can hear all the real estate professionals, not just from Houston, and learn from their ideas, but we even have people from around the United States that call in and tell us about what's going on in their particular market and some of the tips that they do if they're a realtor to be successful. So that's always exciting.
That is very exciting, Bill, and I'm glad you mentioned that. We really believe in educating and training our agents, and that's what we work hard, yourself included and I, in building these developmental classes for the agents so they can stay on top of all the recent changes and upgrades and technology, and that's what we're there for, and we are consistently ever trying to improve upon that and help them improve as well.
And I just thought of something that is educational, and we do it about once a year, but we do many things in between. But we have our chief economist with Stuart Title, Ted C. Jones. He comes on, has a presentation once a year at least, but many throughout the city. But one big one that we have a lot of times at the City Center. However, I want to tell people in July he's going to be on our radio show, probably for the full hour. We don't have it all scheduled yet, but you can hear Ted Jones on our Real Estate Matters show. So I want to also tell people, go to Stuart.com. As we talked in the beginning about the title business and some of the things, the protection, you can go to Stuart.com and see some in more detail what happens with the title policy and the protection there. And in particular, go to Stuart.com/Houston to find out more about our local branches and also our radio show. So, Natasha, tell them again your phone number should people want to reach out and use our services.
Of course, and I would be happy to hear from anyone with any questions regarding the real estate transaction, and Bill would as well. Any of us would, in fact, at the Stuart Title Memorial Office. Our job, we're there to serve you. Our number directly is 713-468-8900.
Very nice, Natasha. What else should we know? Now, again, you are out there in the field calling on realtors, spreading the word. That's
yes.
kind of fun, too, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's exciting. I get to visit all the offices. I get to listen to all the recent changes and see what's going on in the industry. And most importantly, I get to help the agents in any way possible and assist them in their process with these real estate transactions, buyers and sellers included. And that's awesome. And we are here to help you in any way possible here at Stuart Title Memorial. Cannot express that enough. We want to provide the best closing experience for you, your buyers, and your sellers.
There's no doubt about it. And when you said earlier we started in Galveston, Texas, I don't think you mentioned it was 122 years ago, so we do have stability to offer everyone there. There's no doubt about it.
You know, it sounds old, but it means a lot. 122 years, we are standing on lots of history there. And, I mean, we have turned over title for properties sometimes more times than the history will allow for the families. We've done lots of title, and people just don't realize, and it's just very interesting to see that.
No doubt about it. One more time, the phone number, Natasha?
Absolutely, 713-468-8900. Again, 713-468-8900. Stuart Title Memorial.
And we will be stewards of your real estate transaction. Thank you, Natasha, for being on the show.
Thank you, Bill. Have a great day.
You too, and everyone else, stay tuned. We're coming back with even more on The Price of Business. Bill Knapik sitting in for Kevin Price.